Hello, Caleb. Welcome back to the
Hello.
welcome back to the podcast.
Well, I'm already talking over you. I must be really excited about this podcast. But hello, Brian. Good to see you.
All right. You are our e-commerce product manager. That's why we're having you back. We're going to have you talk about e-commerce today. So, what happened with e-commerce in quarter 2 of 2023?
Yeah, so we have begun the framework of our new catalog and checkout experience, and that would be available to the Elite Essentials and Syrinx products at a future date, looking at around Q4. And we also are pushing really hard on the consumer portal. That's a new offering for us on the same RMSs, Elite, Syrinx, and Essentials. And the benefit of that is that we're in alpha beta. We're doing a lot of testing with internally and then also with customers, so gathering that feedback and implementing that feedback before we bring this live to the masses. And that should be sometime in the middle of July is the slated time. We've got a holiday early July, so we don't want to say July 1 that'll be available, but we think somewhere around that mid-July timeframe is a really confident timeline.
Okay, and you're saying this is going to be available on Elite Essentials and Syrinx in July, or is it going to be a case where it's available with one and it's rolling out?
That is a very good question, Brian. We are going to roll out with Elite in July, so in middle of July. Essentials is close. I think it will be sometime in August. And then Syrinx is in beta on 365, and so we're waiting on them to get through beta. And then once that's done, we'll onboard some beta customers ourselves on the portal. We think that'll be sometime in Q4 for the Syrinx side.
Okay, cool. So at least there's a plan and there's some progression going forward, and we're not going to surprise anyone by saying nope, not ready yet for you.
Right. So great clarifying question, Brian, and thanks for asking that.
All right. So it sounds like you're talking about a lot of stuff that is getting ready for Q3. Is that the only thing that's coming forth in Q3, or is there something else you're working on?
Excellent. So like I mentioned on the catalog checkout side, we are making enhancements in our current offerings and doing incremental updates based on what we plan to release in this new unified catalog and checkout. So some of our customers will get access to some of these changes in the next quarter, meaning checkout will now be a mobile-friendly experience. It'll be one page versus clicking through multiple pages or a long form. And then also the way that we lay out the products, the way that we show the pricing is way more intuitive and more customer or consumer friendly, if you will. And so those will be rolled out incrementally to our customers, again, as we start to make progress and we test those and we get those validated and out into the market.
Okay, cool. So I'll hopefully make Andrew throw in some screenshots or some screen recording of some of the cool new, just the cool new look and how it's a lot more intuitive and easier to use.
Absolutely. We're prepared to share those. So happy to share those at any point in time.
Awesome. Okay, our final question isn't about the product. It's more about you as the product manager, as Caleb Yell himself. So our second question is, would you like to be famous? And if so, in what way?
Ooh, wow. I mean, the easy way out is to say no, but then you wouldn't learn anything about me. So
Yeah.
I'll say yes. I would say, what would what was the second part of that question? I want to make sure I answer this right.
In what way would you like to be famous if you would like to be famous?
Ooh, you know what? I am more of the cloth of a human versus the individual decisions and all of that. So I would just like to be known as someone who had empathy, who listened well, who articulated things well, was driven on a mission. And I know that's four things, but I think more of the character of being known for who I am as a person on the character side versus accomplishments. As long as I am here at Point of Rental, and then here on this in this life, I think that it's important that I am passionate about what I'm doing. I am making evolutions and improvements on myself throughout this process. And that's why I love product. By the way, is tying that back in is you get to evolve, you get to bring something forward, and I'm always doing the same thing internally with myself, which is making sure that I'm challenging myself and making sure that I am who I think I am, because there's that big disconnect with people sometimes of I think I'm this person, but I'm actually this person, and
Yeah.
striving just to be a better person. So long-winded answer, but that is what I'm going with.
Okay, so you'd rather be famous in depth to a few people rather than like famous shallowly to like lots and lots and lots and lots of people.
Right. I won't name names of celebrities. That's not fair. Somebody may actually really like those celebrities, but I would rather, yes, you're correct.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you for joining me again this quarter, and we'll see you again in another 3 months.
Awesome. Enjoyed it. Thanks, Brian.
All right.